A very good morning, children. Welcome each and everyone for today's class. In the last class, we have learned the separation techniques of sublimation and evaporation. I hope you have remembered those two topics. So again, today we are going to continue some more techniques of separation. We are dealing the lesson is matter pure. In the last class, we have learned that ink, either it is a blue color or a black color, dye is separated from water by the process of evaporation. So, whether the ink, whether it blue or black, it consists of a single color or a combination of colors can be studied by the method called chromatography. So, chromatography is a modern and a versatile method used for separation, purification, and testing the purity of inorganic and organic compounds. And this was first discovered by the Russian botanist in 1906. So this technique was first used for the separation of colored substances, nothing but plant pigments, and hence the name chromatography was given. Listen attentively here, children. Chroma, Kroma, in Greek means color, graphy means writing. So this method is widely used for separation, purification, identification, and characteristics of both colorless and colored components of the mixture. So we learn only paper chromatography in ninth standard. So chromatography in detail you're going to learn in your higher classes, children. Actually, what we have learned, whatever the ink we use is a solution of two or more different color dyes in water. So with the help of a paper chromatography, we can easily identify the different color dyes present in the ink. Okay, children, just listen. It is a laboratory technique for the separation of mixtures into individual components. Chromatography is used to separate the components of ink. Chromatography can also be used to separate the colored pigments in plants and flowers. Not only that, it is also used to determine the composition of mixtures. So children, listen, this activity is related to paper chromatography. So here, uh, main concept is why we are using a paper chromatography technique. The separation or identification of different components of mixture by paper chromatography is based on their different solubilities in the same solvent. Okay, now coming to the aim of this experiment, separating the components of ink using paper chromatography. So what are the materials required here are beaker, rectangular shape filter paper, black marker, water, pencil and sellotape. Draw a thick line above the bottom of the filter paper using the marker. Pour some water into the beaker, hang the paper strip with the help of the pencil and tape in such a way that it should touch the surface of the water. Make sure that the ink line or the mark, whatever you are making, maybe it may be in a spot or a line, whatever, that's no problem, does not touch the water. So allow the water to move off for 5 minutes and then remove the strip from the water and let it dry. Children, this is experimental setup. This is your beaker and this is your pencil. For the pencil, you have to use sellotape and stick the filter paper. When we are doing in the laboratory in our school, when we used to do, we used this filter paper only. You can go with a chromatography paper also, which will be very accurate in results. Okay, and this is your solvent is nothing but here water only, children. You have to draw a line. On that line, you have to mark whether you mark a line or you go with a spot. Already I have told you. Okay, I hope you have understood this experimental setup, children. So you can do in this way also. For the glass rod, it is arranged here. Okay, here I have taken a jarma. Next, the spot of ink, I told a line should be drawn. and that line should be above the water. That is also I have told. This is the paper. You have to strip of paper should be made in this way. The spot of the ink, whether it is a blue ink or a black ink, depending upon the ink color. These variations you can observe after 5 minutes of your experiment. When you take it out, you can see the dye how it is divided into these many colors. Okay, I hope you have understood this also. Already I have shown the observation children how the spot is divided into many color dyes. So when a black marker is used, we observe different colors like a red, green, violet, black, etc. on the filter paper after drying. If at all when we use a green marker, we observe yellow, blue, green colors on the filter paper. Instead of that either blue or black or green, if we use a permanent marker, we cannot find any change in the mark. For this spot of ink or drawing a line, either we can use a sketch pen or a fountain pen. Okay, children, for making a spot. So actually what is happening, just listen children, as the water rises up by the paper, by the capillary action and flows over the spot, it takes along with it dye particles. So usually ink is a mixture of two or more colored dyes. So one more point you have to remember, the colored component which is more soluble in water rises faster and produces the colored spot on the paper at the higher position. The less soluble components rise lower and produce colored spot at the lower levels, nothing but lower heights. In this way, all the dyes present in the black ink get separated. What I have already shown the uh, observation in the picture. So coming to the next separation techniques, here uh, how we can separate a mixture of two immersible liquids using a separating funnel. So just listen attentively here children. Kerosene oil and water do not mix. So when these liquids are mixed, they form two separate layers such that they form a pair of liquids which do not mix with each other. Then that pair of liquids is known as immersible liquids. These liquids form a heterogeneous mixtures. The individual components of such heterogeneous mixtures can be separated by separating funnel. So again one more point also you have to remember here. The technique is based upon the principle. Principle is more important for this. That when a mixture of two immersible liquids is allowed to stand, they separate out in two different layers or separate layers depending upon their densities. Okay, I hope you have understood. Listen carefully and pay attention here. So children, coming to the activity, to separate water and kerosene from the mixture of kerosene and water, materials required are kerosene, water and separating funnel and beakers. Two beakers we required to separate the water and kerosene here. The procedure is pour the mixture of kerosene and water in a separating funnel. Let it stand undisturbed for some time so that separate layers of kerosene oil and water are formed. Here you have to remember when they are forming two separate layers, depending upon their densities, they come in a way that the one which is heavier, that means which is having more density, will be in the lower level. The one which is having more less density will be in the topper level. So here water is heavier than kerosene. So water will be in the lower level, whereas kerosene will be on the topper level. So open the stopcock of the separating funnel, pour out the lower layer of the water into a beaker below the funnel. Now close the stopcock of a separating funnel as the oil reaches the stopcock. Now remove the beaker containing the water and replace it with another beaker. Now the kerosene oil already I told being lighter than water forms the upper layer while the water being heavier forms the lower layer. Once again open the stopcock and pour out the kerosene. In this way you have taken one beaker of water and filled with water and another beaker filled with kerosene. And one more point you have to remember that the boundary of these two liquids is clearly visible when you make it to stand for a while. Okay. The principle involved in this activity is immersible liquids separate into layers depending upon the densities. Already I told kerosene oil is having low density as compared to water. Kerosene oil will be in the topper layers and water will be in the down layers. And you can see this beautiful phenomena. Diesel is immiscible in water. The bright rainbow pattern seen often during rainy season when the diesel drops fall on the road as a result of thin film of diesel on water can be seen. I hope you have seen anytime this things. And this technique can also used to separate a mixture of oil and water or any two immersible liquids like a benzene and water also, chloroform and water also, ether and water. Okay, like that you can separate any two immersible liquids. The basic principle is depending upon their densities. This is experimental setup. Once listen ma. This is your separating funnel and this is your beaker and this is your stopcock to open or close whenever required to allow the respective liquid into the respective beakers. So I already told that we can see two different layers of the liquids whatever we are taken. Here the liquid should be immersible liquid children. That is the point you have to remember because we are using this activity to separate the immersible liquids. Okay, here water and kerosene. Here we can take water and castor oil also or water and coconut oil also. Then also we can see the boundary of these whatever the liquids we will take. Here we can see the boundary here clearly. Up to here the water is there. Above the water we have a kerosene and being water is more denser than kerosene, water settles down whereas kerosene settles on the top layers. So first I already told that when you open the stopcock you can run water into a beaker and see that kerosene oil comes here. As the kerosene oil comes here, stop the stopcock and you replace the beaker, then you can collect the kerosene oil. In this way you can separate both the liquids into separate beakers. So this is the activity. Okay, I hope you have understood the activity, children. So children, in today's class, we have done two activities. One is related to paper chromatography. The other one is related to separating funnel, where separation of immersible liquids. I hope you have understood both the activities. With this, I'm going to wind up today's class. Have a good day, children.